Hi guys, this is Social Media Boston. Yes, remember I said I'm going to have something exciting to share with you. So this is the first of the first, and we're going to be doing this every week. So today I'm talking to you about content marketing, how to launch your business, your product, or service with content marketing. Okay, so we're ready to start. Don't worry, I promise to be as fun as possible as I can, and not to be too boring. Okay, so content marketing, basically it's a term that gets thrown around a lot these days, but what exactly does it mean? Now, basically, it's a type of marketing that involves creating and sharing online material that basically does not explicitly promote a brand, but it's intended to stimulate interest. Basically, this is what Google tells us. I'm spitting out right back to you. But what does this actually mean? Now, I have done a few topics on this. I've written a few articles on this and of people. Basically, what this means that means that there are a lot of options, and not all basically would fit you and the message that you want to spread. But I've really come to one conclusion, which I want to share with you, is that simple advertising simply doesn't cut it anymore. If you really want to grow, build your business in today's competitive market, then you have to earn a reputation of trust and value. So basically, content marketing does exactly that. Whether it's video, whether it's audio, whether it's through your blog, whether it's through infographics, you name it. But I'm sure you want to know, so how do I go about it? How do I follow these steps? Okay, so I'm going to basically take you through a step-by-step process of how to launch and grow with content marketing. Okay. So basically, content is the glue of community. And in the past, different companies have used content marketing to build an audience of potential customers and basically to drive growth. And so here are some tips basically that you can use in your business or for your company, basically to find success when you're going into content marketing. One is that you need to keep it unique. More and more companies are producing content every year, and it's becoming hard for businesses to stand out in content marketing. So basically, I think that there are two things that can help your content to be seen by your audience. One, you write about unique topics, and two, keep the posts as specific as possible. Now, in order to figure out the unique topics to write about, how do you go about it? Listen to your customers and prospects, sales calls, conversations, and then basically write their questions in form of a blog post. Why? Because the chances are that if one prospect has a question, there are millions or thousands of other prospects that basically have the same question. Also, ask them open-ended questions. Now, what I mean by that is that ask them open-ended questions about the product or service that you are selling, as well as the industry. You might want to ask questions like what challenges are they facing before they started using your product or service. You might want to find out, so what are some of the biggest challenges they face in whatever particular role that they are in, and what are 3 to 6 month goals. I mean, whatever role you may be, whether they are marketing managers or they are sales rep, whatever. What are the 3 to 6 month goals in this particular role you are in? So basically, when you take this approach to keeping it unique, asking these open-ended questions, it would help you to come up with more unique ideas to write about. This will help you stand out in your content marketing. I'm not done. So first one I said keep it unique. Now the second thing is hit on the pain points. Now, if you know what the biggest pain points are for your target audience, write content basically around those pain points. Now, in the content marketing space, I know that there are a lot of people who want to learn how to drive traffic to their blogs. So you could actually start making your own content that will teach them how you drove traffic to your website or to your social media pages or whatever. I mean, this is something that communities are hungry for, and then definitely your content will do quite well because you are hitting on the exact pain points. That's point 2. Now, point 3 is that teach them how. Now, it's even better if you can show thought leadership by teaching your audiences or your community how to do something better through your content. which is exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm showing you how you can launch your business, grow your business with content marketing. So basically, when you teach them how this, the kind of posts you put out basically takes them through a step-by-step process and shows the thinking behind what you're doing. So basically, what you're aiming to do with this type of content is that you're aiming to share everything, not just only share the high level details, but you're sharing the step-by-step process. Now, another way is have case studies with metrics. Now, create case studies of things or projects or successful results you have tried in the past, how it worked out for you. And then when you share this matrix, you're coming from an open and authentic place. And you can definitely ask your audience to give you feedback on the tactics you've shared and if they had any similar results with what you did, okay? The next thing is that you can post personally. Now, when you author all the posts that you own, basically whether it's an intellectual property and you put it out there, you also make clear about who the content is for and why you're doing it for them. Basically, don't let a third party dictate your message when someone comes back to you with questions. So you are able to take on the responsibility personally by answering them. So when you author the post, so for instance, I put out a piece of content, you know that it's from social media perspective, and then I'm not expecting maybe visual branding change to answer them for me. Sorry, BBC, but I just had add you in there. But so basically, post personally, offer your posts, basically because everything you own is what you're putting out there. And so you're making clear for who the content is for. So if they have questions, you take on the responsibility of answering them. And I'm almost done. And so the next thing would be ask for feedback. Now, it's very good to ask for feedback from time to time and check in with your readers, your audience, your community on how your content has been resonating with them. Now, sometimes you might tend to leave your audience with a question that would bring them back to what's okay, so you ask this thing in that piece of content you put out there. I have this question, so it creates that flow of communication. It creates feedback, and the fact that once they now land on your websites, you have content upgrade to offer them that also works. Basically, when they come back to your website, you can have them opt into your email list. So basically, you can use techniques like this to be a primary driver for growing your list. So I'm taking you through a few tips on how to produce unique content, basically how to launch and grow your business using content marketing. One, so you keep it unique. Two, you hit on the pain points. Three, you teach them how. Four, you do case studies with metrics. Five, you post personally. Six, you ask for feedback. So basically, your action steps. I'm just going to drill this down for you into 6 steps that you can easily follow. So the first one is find communities online that contain your target audience. So for example, if you're selling to marketers, there are tons of communities on Facebook, on LinkedIn as well as standalone communities that you can tap into. That's the first one. Find communities online that contain your target audience. 2, don't create commonly found content in these spaces. Be unique. Remember, that was the first point I stressed out. You have to keep your content unique. 3 is that create content around the community's biggest pain points. 4 is that use your own experience to create content that teaches what you know. So yes, I know stories sell. Facts tell, but stories sell. So come from you could use your experience. It could even be an experience that you were part of. It might not necessarily be your own personal experience, but something you were part of, and you can use it to teach people what you know. 5 is that add in case studies with your real tactics and metrics. So because the fact is that numbers never ever lie. Always use data. Always use data to always drive the points what you're trying to achieve with your target audience. 6 is that ask questions and expect feedback. So basically solicit questions and feedback as a call to action for your content. So you want people to respond back. Tell them, let us know what you think in the comment section below, or let's discuss. Do you have any questions? And all that. And last but not least, have a content upgrade to act as an opt-in on your website. So basically, the content upgrade could be like, so if you, let me say for instance, you have 13 tips on how to grow your business using LinkedIn, and maybe you tell them the first 5, and then you're like, okay, you know what, if you want to know the remaining 7, why don't you opt into the list that you can get all 13 tips sent to your inbox. So basically, they automatically opt into your inbox or into your email database to get this remaining tips. That's just basically action steps in 7 ways, basically summary of basically how to use content marketing to grow your business, launch your products, launch your services. So basically the result you're getting at the end of the day is content for targeted communities that will drive traffic back to your website. And so guys, if you have any questions, don't forget to ask me in the comment section below. Let's discuss. And also, if you want to know more, do not forget to hit the subscribe button just below this video. I promise you, every single time a video comes out, you will be aware and you will never have to miss out on any of the exciting tips, strategies, and tactics that we have to offer to you that are working right now. So this is Social Media Boss Lady signing out today, and I will see you next time, next week. Take care. Cheers. Bye.